Yo, 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 it's the Bag Brothers Podcast, episode 27. It's your boy Sully.
It's your boy P.
Happy New Year, man.
Yes.
2020 clear vision.
Yes, peace, family. Happy New Year. First episode back.
First episode in the fucking Hell in a Cell gas chamber we in right now.
Exactly.
Y'all don't understand what we been through to get in this motherfucker, but
exactly.
We here. We give you another episode nonetheless.
First Tuesday of the year, you know.
Man, we in 2020.
Yes.
I feel like cars supposed to be flying and, you know, I'm supposed to be having, like, remote control access to certain shit.
We got remote control access to
the
certain
TVs,
shit.
I mean,
there's some cars out here you get the little remote. But
you could drive the car with the remote, right?
Yeah,
Like the
listen,
BMWs and shit like that.
Listen, you just got out of money, you know what I'm saying?
All right, we gonna get the
a lot
money.
of shit is possible, you know?
All right, well, how was your New Year?
How'd it go? New Year's Day?
Yeah, New Year's Day.
It was cool. I didn't do much. We didn't go out or nothing, so I didn't have any plans. I pretty much just played the crib. I got up on New Year's Day, made sure I made my rounds to see my family.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, that was really it. I tried to start the new year off in good spirits, right? Yeah, nothing spectacular. I wish I would have went out, but I don't know, like the holiday season this year was mad lackluster. Like, There wasn't no energy surrounding, like, Christmas, Thanksgiving, like, none of that, so.
I mean, I kind of say that every year, but.
Yeah, but this shit is, maybe because it's, like, we in a different space. Like, It's like we could financially do shit we want to do. Like, if we wanted to go out and go crazy, we could do that.
Yeah, the headspace is different. I mean, I'm in New York. I've been in New York for, all 24 years of my life, so, me wanting to do something in New York again for another year is like, all right, well.
Yeah, I'm not with going. I think only New Yorkers don't go see the ball drop. Like, I don't know if you a true New Yorker.
I know a couple, but
yeah, that's going out. I'm good.
Because my thing is this: you dressing up in your big ass puffy coat you got on to go watch the ball drop 40 seconds Street Times Square to go back home in the fucking train and take 4 hours to get home.
Yeah,
that doesn't mean. I mean, if you're doing it, cool. But to me, that don't make any sense. I'm not doing that.
Yeah, nah. But how was your New Year? You did anything?
It was all right. It was cool. Kicked with baby girl, brought the New Year with her. I went to sleep after that. I didn't really, it's a new year, and I'm grateful for the new year, grateful for entering the new year, but I'm not really gung-ho about, like, the whole festivities behind it. Yeah. I think the highlight for me is just reprogramming my mind to be like, all right, new year, new decade, time to put more work in.
Right, exactly.
That's how I see it, and I think that's how we both see it for the most part.
Yeah, exactly.
But
shout out to y'all who did party.
Yeah, man.
Again, I ain't none
Go
of my
nuts.
close friends. Yeah, none of my close friends partied, but I was really looking forward to like a Roaring 20s themed holiday, like New Year's Eve party.
Happen.
I know, but it was just like, damn, like, bro, this the 20s, baby. Like,
masquerade.
Yeah, like
shit.
This shit about to be different. But I think and I also, like, I was talking to a lot of people after we did that episode on We Got the Blues. I forget the number, like the episode number, but a lot of people were saying that they too is feeling like they got like seasonal depression and they trying to get out of a little bit of a rut.
A lot of feedback
So that probably like played a role in the energy being so, I guess, mundane around this holiday season. But nonetheless, Happy New Year. Hope everybody's off to getting off their New Year's resolutions.
Right,
and actually,
and hopefully y'all took heed of what me and P said and started your New Year resolutions and what you guys want to accomplish early on before New Year even hit, so that you hitting the ground running.
Yes, necessary.
So and for those of you that's hitting us up about the last episode of the last year.
Oh yeah,
we going
Plus
Talk podcast.
Shout out to the Plus Talk ladies.
Shout out to the Plus Talk ladies. Podcast.
Yeah, we gave y'all a nice little Christmas episode, Christmas treat, Santa and the Grinch.
We going soon, make another.
Yeah, that episode gotta have a part two.
We're gonna bring a part 2.
Yeah, that episode gotta have a part 2.
Just going to schedule out some dates and see what clicks, see what works, and then give y'all what y'all deserve in that, rightfully so.
Right.
Giving it to y'all right now. We jumping in. Tip of the week. Invest in yourself. It has the highest return. Saying one time for those who didn't get it, for those of you who ran to the bathroom right quick and paused the podcast,
right?
You got to play it again. Invest in yourself. It has the highest return. Break it down for him, P.
Pretty straightforward. I think I was thinking about this. I've been thinking about this lately. and just about like how our generation is really taking entrepreneurship seriously.
Right.
A lot of people like are venturing into the entrepreneurship
especially
space.
now.
Yeah,
like now it's
so,
like a
so that feels good. And I was just thinking about like, because the way we like forward the podcast is that it's a business, right? So it's like it's real like shit that go on behind the scenes. So it's like, as much as entrepreneurship is like, it seems cool, right? But it's also like, it's a lot of work and it's a lot of stuff that goes behind it. But like the quotes that I look at it as us investing in ourselves, right? We invest so much of our time, our energy, and our talents in other people's dreams. Where like I always see this quote on Instagram. It's like, what is it? Your 9 to 5 pays the bills, and your 6 to 10 like is supposed to be for your dreams or whatever. So that's kind of literally like what this is. Like I be thinking about the timeline. It's like 9 to 5 we at work, and it's like after 6 it's like, all right, straight podcast talk.
yeah.
But yeah, just investing in yourself, believing in yourself, and not just investing in yourself, whether it's like entrepreneurship, but like just taking the time to be well, right? Go to the gym, go to therapy, change your diet, like all of those things I look at as investments in yourself, and those pay off dividends more than anything else. Like you could make a whole bunch of money and not be healthy, or you could make a whole bunch of money and not be happy. So just those small things, and again, just tying it back to the motto, So that's how I see it.
I mean, kind of much summed it. How was follow up after that? I mean, kind of much summed everything up. A lot of I share the same sentiments. Believing in yourself, I think, is the first and foremost thing. Having confidence and be able to just not only talk but act and back your shit up, right? I feel like a lot of us just say things and we just don't do it. I guess a lot of times also we're scared of doing things because we don't know. We're scared of the unknown. So I think it's just more so of investing in yourself truly and genuinely, right? And I think from there you'll be able to achieve whatever you want to achieve or conquer whatever you want to conquer.
Yes,
it just starts with you jumping over that porch, like Nip would say it. As always, BBGC, it's a new year, 2020. Ain't shit change. We still running with it. Shout out to Essentia, Something coming soon. Something coming soon. But BBGC always, man. We always want to stick on the water wave. Water wave never stops for nobody.
Yeah,
no matter what year it is, no matter what day it is, water wave never stops. So let's keep that going. Also, let's keep going with the BB 30 for 30. Are we resetting this now? Like, what are we doing? Because we started it 30-30.
Again, I'd encourage everybody to find a medium that works for them.
Right.
Again, the sentiment is the same, right? We still want you to explore healthier ways to deal with stress, right? To deal with anxiety, to deal with seasonal depression or depression, right? Of course, it's always gonna be BB 30 for 30. I don't know how we monitor it. Right?
Yeah, like, we gonna have to like.
It's like a lot of parameters that go into it, so it's just kind of like, again, it's always just about, like we just said, investing in yourself, investing in your wellness, right? Your overall wellness, your overall being.
Right.
As for me, I'm gonna keep going to the gym 3 times a week, right? Because like I said, that helps me deal with my anxiety. That helps me deal with my seasonal depression. That's my stress relief from school and work, and I actually feel good going to the gym. So I'm gonna be going to the gym. I'm going to try to get to the gym 3 times a week because that's also the other part of it. Some people don't have the time, right? Like, and I know you make time for what you want to make time for, but sometimes, people got families, people got kids, they got responsibilities. So it's like, I don't know. If you could get to the gym 3 times a week, tag us. If you get to the gym once a week, tag us. It's the same thing like BBGC. It's not just drinking a gallon. Look, you got a bottle, right? I got a gallon.
Yeah, we're still getting to it.
It's gradual, right? So eventually, we want you to be able to go 3 days to the gym every week, right? But if you're going to get to the gym once a week, go to the gym once a week.
It is. You start from somewhere.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So like for me, like I said, I'm gonna try to get to the gym 3 times a week. Just trying to work that into my schedule and making it a habit. What's the other proponents of BB 30 for 30? No self pleasure, right?
Self-pleasuring.
It's winter time. I don't know if y'all got bays or nothing. So I'm gonna let y'all and I know some of y'all was out there choking your chickens. I know about it. I'm not gonna call y'all out on the podcast, but I get it. I get it. Y'all gotta do what y'all gotta do. But again, just being mindful, right?
Okay.
Being mindful of establishing healthy habits, whether they be sexually.
I think it's also the frequency in which you do it, right?
Right, yeah, it's like, yeah,
because
we got a friend
you're
that
you're not gonna be cold turkey. Like, I'm not gonna do it no more.
But you can. We
whether it be a woman or a man or
right.
or
right.
And shout out to LGBTQ as well.
Yeah.
You gotta highlight everything. So
IA.
Huh?
The last two.
It's IA. That's. Shout out everybody, everything.
Peace to the family, peace to the universe family.
but
it's a lot.
But yeah, so I think the frequency and whatnot.
Yeah, exactly. And congratulations to you, my good sir, for officially making 1 year pescatarian today.
1
January 6th.
Shout out to you, my good sir, as well, son.
January 6th. We was at the Keeping It Handsome grand opening.
I wasn't even.
That was the first. That was January. That was January 5th. Actually, it was the 5th.
I wasn't even thinking about that.
So it's been officially 300.
I think it's just so embedded now. Just like it's like a natural, like breathing.
You eating to live.
Yeah.
Right. You eating to live.
Right.
So that's the first step. Like, because if you do the knowledge to that, it's like you. Eventually, we gonna work up to something else. But just to.
I ain't working until vegan.
I don't know if I could do vegan, but vegetarian, I think. Again, we gonna work at it. That's not something I think we quit. We just quit fish today and be like,
hell no.
That's definitely a gradual process.
No.
But it's just like, I just remember just thinking like a year ago. Yeah, like a year ago, we was sitting there and like, I don't know. We went to the Beyhive and got we got the shrimp and broccoli, and we brought shrimp and broccoli for all the pescatarians up there because Mill ain't had no damn shrimp.
Yeah. So, I remember that.
A year really flies by, and it's just like that discipline and that commitment and just staying true. And it's like not like for real, like not going to sneak and get chicken or go get a turkey, bacon, egg, and cheese. Like really not eating like nothing but fish, yo. And it's just like
I think also it just kind of shows how fast the year went by. So that way, it also kind of ties into the work you're putting in a year, right? Are you actually doing work, or are you just saying that you're doing work? And don't take it a year for granted, because like again, the year goes by like that.
Don't take a second for granted.
You could walk out, right?
You could walk outside and you could get up and die.
Right.
Knock on wood.
Important things. Yeah, man. Weekly recap. What's going on with your week? How was your week?
Good
Pros
week.
And cons.
Good week. Like we said, just getting back into the swing of things with work, school. Everything is starting to kick back up. Podcast. We had like a 2-week break, so it's crazy. Like. You realize like how long 2 weeks is, right? Like when you away from something that you just so used to doing. It's like, then we ain't been in the studio 2 weeks. But yeah, just getting back into that mode, turning it back on. You get a little lax around fourth quarter around this time, but things is definitely picking up full speed. Looking forward to some projects we got coming up.
We got a lot of projects coming up, man.
Yeah,
Keep it locked, man.
Looking forward to some things that
Will's up soon.
Yeah, we planning. Went to brunch.
Brunch
yesterday.
Was nuts.
We gonna get into the brunch politics.
Brunch was nuts.
Yeah, went to brunch. If y'all didn't get a chance to check, if y'all didn't get a chance to check my Insta story, man, one of the back brothers was gone, baby. He was gone.
It wasn't me.
It was brunch 17. It was back brother 0. Like he didn't even have a fighting chance at that damn with the mimosas. But yeah, and that I was looking at a video that Christian took that we wasn't even realizing that he was taking a video, and I sent it to my dad, and I'll share with you like off the record like what that conversation was. But like you said, just everything coming full circle, 360 degrees. We connected on something that we didn't even realize we was connected on.
Right.
And we've been friends for 11 years. We've been best friends, and it was like. It took that conversation happening to be like, oh, wait, hold on. This might be something that we could build on.
Right, yeah.
So the brunch was good, though. The food was good. The mimosas was, I guess they slapped you harder than you could slap it. But
the service is kind of crazy.
Yeah, we gonna unpack some things on this damn podcast. But definitely, I definitely enjoyed our brunch.
Think we should do more brunches, man.
I wish we could get our entire crew, right? Because I think that would be those conversations.
Wink, wink.
Yeah, that conversation that we was having yesterday. That's a different conversation.
Very legitimate.
Yeah, and it
tapped into a lot of things.
It meant something. Like it meant something in that space. But yeah, just happy to be back. Happy to be back podcasting, like you said. Happy to be working on these things we got working. I'm just thinking, like, yo, it's gonna be a good year, man. I'm looking forward to a prosperous year.
Yeah.
A year full of wellness, and getting to a bag, which is a peace of mind.
100%.
How was your week?
The week was good. Looking forward to brunch. Still didn't get no damn haircut. See the surgeon. Sir Mel the barber. It's all right, though.
But
it's all right, though,
you
man.
You gonna get a haircut. You can't go.
All right, we're going to see what's going on with y'all, too. But, brunch, man. That was wild. We went to brunch. I think brunch was awesome. The mimosas, yeah, they I ain't never throw up off no liquor. But the mimosa they had there, Lord Father, that mimosa smacked the shit out of me. I didn't get to slap it back. Yeah. And I was down for the count. If you've seen on Instagram, I was at my low, man. I was at my low. Back brother and see the surgeon helped me down, or they took care of me and whatnot.
That's what family does.
But it got crazy. I didn't remember everything, but it got crazy at a point in time. Like I think where I was throwing up, and then the server, he was like, "You guys got 3 minutes to get out of here." And it was like, it was very wild. I don't know the entire story, but I know I threw up and I walked right out because I knew I was conscious of what was occurring, and I was like, I cannot stay here and do this here. So I was like, let me get out, let me get some air, let me throw up outside, and let me just get my shit together. And then meanwhile, XYZ was happening inside. So pick up from that part.
Yeah, so I guess we get straight into it. All right, so whatever, we went to brunch. I won't say the name of the establishment just for I guess political correctness and whatever.
Exactly.
But basically, we went to brunch.
I think the establishment was good. I think the people make it bad.
Right, exactly, all the time. So I guess to provide some color, we went to this restaurant. We were originally going to a different restaurant.
We've been here before.
Yeah.
Not this location, but we've been here before.
Yeah. So we were originally going to a different restaurant uptown, right? Things got mixed up with timing and just like logistic stuff. So I say all of that to say, like, usually when you go to brunch, you dressed up. You might got your turtleneck and your top coat, your Chelsea boot, your Dior, your Balenciaga, whatever. Like, you putting on something. Like I said, just logistically that didn't happen, so we were kind of like regular. Not that, whatever. You should be able to go sit down wherever the hell you want and wear what you want as long as, your pants ain't off your ass, all that crazy, which we don't do. Yeah. So, Bag Brother got his Bag Brother hoodie on, his Duce hoodie on. I'm flamed up, whatever. I got my hat on, got my Suge Knight going. You know what I'm saying? If you know. So and our good brother Christian. I don't even know if I should be calling him that no more based on our conversation, but he was more or less in brunch attire, right?
Yeah.
Get to the restaurant, we sit down. Again, I'm cognizant of everything that's going on because when we walked into the restaurant, like it was like everybody that was in the restaurant stopped to like kind of look at us and see like, hold on, who the hell are these guys or whatever.
You know what? Damn, I want to pause you, son. I think we should save this a little bit, right?
Okay.
We're gonna save this. I apologize. Hold it right there. We're gonna come back to it. But for a reason, right? We'll come back to it. Let's discuss something going on right now.
Yeah, totally.
Let's discuss Trump. Let's discuss Trump and Iran.
Oh yeah.
Let's discuss that.
Shit, that's an episode in and of itself.
Yeah, we're not gonna go too deep in this, but this motherfucker's wilding, man.
What I will say, right? So again, so Trump committed a war crime. What he did was a war crime.
Yeah.
As they say, all's fair in love and war, right? But in war, there are it's like if there's a certain set of parameters that are set at the beginning of the war, then both sides have to respect that, right? It's like if we say, yo, we not shooting on Sundays, right? Because that's the day people, moms and kids go to church.
Right.
We not shooting on Sundays. If you shoot on Sunday, then all bets is off.
Right.
Trump committed a war crime, right? Again, just to like put it into context and frame it, everybody knows Trump is coming up for re-election, even though he was impeached, but he wasn't removed from office. Those are two different concepts. I think that's important to note. Trump committed a war crime. The way I see it is Trump committed a war crime to secure his second term.
Yeah, because if the country goes to war, right, which is it looked like it's leading to go, then you can't remove the current president out of office.
Yeah, not that you can't. It's just very unlikely because
because you can't.
It's a regime shift.
War.
Yeah, it's a regime shift. It's no.
Yeah.
So again, politics as usual, right? That was on one side of it, right? Some people could say that was a well played move, right? Because like a political tactic side,
right?
It's like commit a war crime, secure my second term, right? But then again, right? Like this ain't like you stole a 50-cent cake from the store. Like you killed people, right? You murdered people. You have blood on your hands.
You also killed like a significant person.
Right. Fuck if he was everybody's significant because we don't know who else. And that's the other thing, right? Like everybody's just saying like, oh, the all respect to him, the gentleman who lost his life, he was a very high ranking member of Iranian society, but other people died as well, right? So it wasn't just him. We don't know if kids died. We don't know if mothers died. We don't know who else died in that. So it's just like, again, that's just like, I guess, like I said, politics as usual. Like we could have a whole episode, we could have a whole series on, we could have a whole podcast. You could start a podcast on politics, and like just the dirty things that go on, and it's just like nothing for nothing. It just makes you. Again, I'm not surprised, right? Trump is Trump, right? I wouldn't expect nothing less. But I also don't want to isolate it as just like this is a Trump thing, because every president has dropped. Obama killed people as well, right? He dropped drones and missiles, and he led attacks in Syria, all types of things, right? So I'm gonna let y'all do y'all history and y'all knowledge, because like I said, I just don't want it to be like, oh, Trump, but it's like, no, you can't just get mad at Trump. You have to really like take a step back and look at it and say, okay, this is an American political system thing, right? This is like Trump didn't just come around and be the first president to drop a bomb.
What I think is more so from the perspective of the people, right? Is that, you know, it's the severity in which he did so, right? And there's also again a war crime, and then there's also him that coupled with he's racist. Right,
of course,
and you know, and his mother and father were part of the KKK society, right? And like all these things are now playing a factor in it. So it's like, Obama dropped drones. Not saying is right. That's here compared to like all things stacked up with Trump. And then Iranians raised their red flag, and all bets is off on the same contract they wrote with Obama.
Yeah, it was about nukes. It was about the nuclear war.
Right. And they said all bets is off. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think Trump's he's a chess player, very strategic, but now we got to suffer for shit that he doing. You're not going to just go get him. They're getting everybody. You know what I'm saying? And it's scary.
Well, I'm actually.
What's up,
what?
Man? What's up, man?
I actually, God, I'm
listen,
but take care of my family. But again, like we said,
I just want to highlight. I want everybody to just pay attention to what's going on.
Right? Yeah, exactly.
And don't be so negligent on the factors and the facts,
right, of what's actually
happening and who's actually being part of this. The memes is funny and whatnot. And the third, there's some hilarious memes out there, but also be very conscious of your surroundings and where you're at and where you work at, and whom you're around, because anything can happen at any moment, as you said before.
Yeah, I think that. Yeah, like you said, that's important. I think keep your eyes and your ears open and your mouth shut when you're in the street. Be vigilant. Be aware, but again, nobody knows. That's the crazy part.
Same shit happened with the Twin Towers shit.
Yeah,
nobody knows nothing.
I worked there. Like
nobody knows nothing.
Listen, just like I said, man, be safe, be vigilant, do your homework, right? But I don't know. This shit is weird. There's a lot of shit. There's a lot of stuff to unpack with that. But yeah, so. Well, I guess we put a button on that like that.
100%, man. Safe. And I'm not a politician, but I wanted to highlight that real quick. Besides that, what's going on in the world is Australian wildfires.
Yeah, that's nuts.
This is like a thing, though.
Yeah, this is all like global warming.
There's also a main thing for I'm not mistaken. Doesn't LA have a lot of like wildfires as well?
Yeah.
This is
of course, not to the extent that Australia. They're saying like 500 million animals are dead.
Yeah, that's
like what?
That's
what? Like
you're wiping out species of
yeah,
animals.
like what? Like, and I'm watching like these videos of like people like koalas like venturing onto like the roads, and like bikers are like having to like give them water, and like they're burnt. So it's just like I'm not a big animal guy because we grew up in New York City. We don't got a damn the Bronx Zoo is like terrible, but just to see like animal like literally like the koala bears, the back of his I was looking at a video, the back of his damn like back was like burnt off, and I'm like, God damn, like, and it's like again, it's just like all of this. I don't know. This shit just make you depressed because it's like when you really start critically thinking about like, hold on, like what we actually dealing with right here. And these are like conversations that, like I said over the weekend, like they put you in this weird space of like you almost feel depressed, right? But then you also feel a sense of understanding, and then you also feel a sense of freedom. You also feel a sense of guilt. So I try to compartmentalize all of this as much as I can. But it's just like, yeah, it's just sad, man. But again, like you said, like LA is still burning, right? Because I feel like with social media, like y'all gonna post about it for a day or two, right? And then you ain't gonna see those posts at the end of the week. I guarantee you. Like it's like, so it's like.
We dipping in that.
Yeah, it's like, hold on. Like,
is this happening right now? Oh, this happening right now?
Moving, like.
If it's the biggest thing that's happening right now, it's a trending topic,
right.
We're going to post about it, so it's not trending topic no more.
Right.
We jump into the next biggest thing.
Yeah, so it's just like, I just want everybody to be cognizant, right? Help where you can help. Do what you can do. And I'm going to keep stressing, it's okay to protect your mental health and your wellness. And sometimes that may mean taking a step back from social media. That may mean taking a step back from your phone altogether. That may mean taking a day to yourself and just saying, I'm leaving my phone in the crib for today, right? Because it's like, this shit is like I said, bro, like this shit is taxing.
It's going to
like,
devour you.
Yeah, it's like, it's taxing. Like every day I wake up, I'm waking up to a disaster. Trump dropped a bomb. Australia's on fire. My cousin got shot. Like, it's just like, God damn, it's like what the fuck? Like, can I get a break?
I don't like watching the news.
Yeah, but shit, we live in, you don't even got the news. You got your damn phone.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, every time you see something on the news, it's negative.
Yeah.
You only see like a highlight,
News 12 in Brooklyn do a good job at showing you like some good shit.
Lady has two twins on an elevator.
Nigga, what? Was you Superman or something?
I'm
about to say, this is a Superman plot you talking about, man? This nigga just gave me out a Superman plot and then connected it to Superman. This nigga is sick, bro.
But there's always some negative shit, man.
Yeah,
and, you have to really step away and collect yourself,
and protect your peace, man.
Yeah.
Like, don't be afraid to protect your peace, and whatever that looks like for you individually, that's for you to define and for you to carve out. So yeah, that's our world news segment.
This is world news with the Bag Brothers. But I told P before, again, rewinding, we're backtracking a little bit, to pause on what he said, because now we're going to the topic of the podcast, right? The main structure, the salmon of the podcast, and it's going to be existing while black.
Oh yeah.
So again, now you're gonna rewind.
Yeah, it's weird. All right, so whatever. We go to brunch yesterday, right? Like I said, we weren't in our usual like brunch attire, right? We wasn't like dressed up, so to speak. We were still presentable, right? We don't really come outside looking crazy, but we weren't like brunched up if we going brunch, put them things on, put that thing on.
It's crazy how presentable, the word presentable, like, I want to highlight that word. If I could write it out, I'd write it out and highlight it.
You gonna put that shit in the video. You're gonna start editing these damn YouTube videos.
But he said presentable, right? And he said we were presentable. Presentable to whom?
Right. We about to unpack all of this.
It's like saying that person's beautiful.
Yeah, no, I use that
home.
Yeah, no, I use that word
intentionally.
Yeah. I made sure I used that word.
Hey, peep game.
So, to give context, right, like I was saying before, you had a Bag Brother hoodie on, right, because we had our own shit out here. Christian had what would be deemed par for the course brunch attire. He had on a turtleneck, a a thin ass Sherlin. That Sherlin is terrible.
The fact that turtlenecks are considered brunch attire is hilarious.
Right, and he had on like Chelsea boot. He had on his brunch boots, aka Chelsea boots, and some jeans. Right, whereas me and you, we were more or less casual. Right, like I had on a flannel and a baseball hat. You had on a baseball hat and a hoodie.
Right.
Whatever. We go to this restaurant. This restaurant is not a very dressy restaurant.
No.
Right. I've been to that restaurant in sweats. I've been to that restaurant in a whole sweatsuit. Right. I had on like sneakers to tie it together and like a top coat. Right. But I've been to that restaurant in a sweatsuit before for brunch. So I knew going in like, okay. But like I said, we walk into the brunch restaurant or whatever. We sit, and again, I'm always cognizant of like how we interact in the street and how we conduct ourselves when we walking into a venue, or just because again, as we're tall, right, we're black men, our voices are really deep, right? So that comes with a certain level of people are gonna stop, right, and pay very close attention to the way we walk into a space, right? We don't even got to say nothing. We can walk into a space quiet, right? It's just a presence. So when we walked into the restaurant, I noticed, right, that everybody that was like in the restaurant stopped and like looked at us. Right,
there was rappers or some
shit. Right, like, and
again, players.
Like we didn't.
I shit you not.
We didn't come in like loud. We didn't come in laughing. We came in very civilized, very dignified. Yo, all right, can we get our table? Da da da. But I was just very cognizant of walking in that. Oh, okay, these people are paying us. These people are paying us very close attention. Whatever. We sit down. We have our meal. So from the beginning, I got a bad vibe from the waiter. I didn't say anything to you two because I didn't want to set that precedent, because again, I'm like, okay, we dealing with food. We like, because it's like, you know, like once I go, I'm gone, and you just gotta let it go where it's gonna go. But like one of the things that, like, one thing I didn't like was like when we first sat down, he was telling us about all of these options on the menu that had chicken in it. So now, maybe I'm being hyper. Maybe I'm being hyper. Maybe I'm being hyper conscious about it.
Eat chicken,
right? So I had to correct him because, like, literally, he was trying to push this chicken narrative, and I'm like, yo, pardon me, we're pescatarian.
Right.
We don't eat, and he literally trying to sit here and sell me chicken. It's like, bro, hold on, relax, my nigga. Like, relax. But again,
I didn't peep that. Wow.
Right. Again, that's I didn't say nothing because I'm like, yo, P, maybe you being hyper. People are like, yo, P, you thinking too much. But I'm like, yo, son, this nigga just tried to sell me chicken 4 times. I've been sitting down for 5 minutes. Like, you didn't ask me, yo, are you allergic to? How you know I'm not allergic to chicken? You like how you know? Again, you taking it for granted that I want some chicken. I came here to get some fried chicken. Yeah, yo, this got chicken. And I wanted to look at, and I looked at him, and I'm like, I literally had to check myself, like, yo, don't say nothing. Don't say nothing. Don't do it. Strike one, right? Again, red flag number 1. I should have left. I should have been like, yo, we gonna get the fuck out of here. Then, number 2, I think at this point you was sauced, right? But whatever. This was before whatever happened. You were laying down. Yeah, you were sauced. You were laying down, right?
Oh, yeah.
So you were kind of like,
I had my feet up on the thing, right?
Yeah, but even, fuck that, right? Because I know what you're talking about. But right after that, he came over, he looked at you slumped or whatever, and you wasn't incoherent. You wasn't like inebriated to the point where you didn't know where the hell you was, right? You was a little lit. He's like, oh yeah, because we had finished our food. He's like, oh, y'all probably smoked a blunt. He probably smoked a blunt before y'all came, right? He ate all his food. So again, now this is strike 2, right? So now my antennas are starting. So I looked at him, and Christian caught it because Christian looked at me. And then he looked up, and I was like, and I gave him a face, and I'm like, first of all, we don't smoke, so relax. And he's like, he tried to laugh it off, like, no. I was just saying, I was like, we don't smoke. You don't smell weed on us. You don't have, like, don't do that. Again, because now I'm going back to you just tried to sell me chicken, and now you talking about, oh, he probably smoked a blunt. Like, bro, we don't smoke weed. We didn't come in here smelling like weed. I ain't put a blunt on the table. I ain't coming with a blunt behind my ear. Like, don't do that. So he's like, oh, nah, you know, I'm just saying, like, he ate all this. Like, all right, bro, all right. Next. Whatever, fast forward. You end up throwing up, like you explained before. You end up throwing up. I don't even know if I want to get into this because I'm gonna get real mad. I think I'm gonna forward to the conversation.
Forward it.
So basically, right, the point of all of this and the reason why we decided to bring this to the podcast was because, like I said, I wanted to have a conversation about existing while black, right, while being black, especially while being black men, right, and all of the stereotypes and tropes and all of the things that come along with that, just being being who we are, being of our physical stature, our voices, things of that nature. Because it's like those microaggressions, like that start in restaurants, right? Those lead to bigger things like Trayvon Martin getting followed home and gunned down, right? Those lead to bigger acts of violence, like police pulling us over and walking up to the car with their hands on their guns, right?
Yeah.
Where it's like the windows ain't tinted. You could see inside the car. We wasn't speeding. We didn't try to throw none. So it's just like I wanted to have a conversation about some of those microaggressions because it's like we ain't the only people who deal with this, right? Not even 100%. As just black men. Black women deal with it. Black children, right? People like, like there's studies that show that police officers see black youth as older and as more aggressive than they are, right? And that was always a problem for us because we 13, 14 years old, we move like grown men just based on our physical stature, right? So it's like, bro, we could be walking down the block, police roll up on us thinking we 21, we like 14, we like, hold on, I don't know what's going on, I gotta call my mother. So I wanted to open the conversation up to just like addressing some of those microaggressions, right, that we go through as black men, as black people in public spaces, whether it be the restaurant, whether it be dealing with police, whether it be on a train, whether it be coming in office buildings, whether it be coming into this building, just to open up that conversation because I feel like it's so important. And I don't know, like we starting the year or we get into it, but it's like, yo, that's just
you gotta hit it heavy though. We gotta
highlight
it, man.
So that's where I was at, and please feel free, take it away.
I think that it's hot as fucking here. Where the fuck the air at, man? This is fucking Hell in a Cell from WWE, nigga. Hell in a Cell from WWE. But yeah, man. I definitely agree with all of that. I think that it's difficult to exist being a black man. Just I can speak from that angle. I'm sure. Same thing for a woman as well, to say the least. And I had to watch how I'm coming into a room. Right? I mean, I should always be in my P's and Q's no matter what. Right. But I have to be very, very careful as to how I'm walking to a room, how I'm speaking to somebody opposite race of me, and my
opposite gender,
and in my posture.
Right.
Because
posture.
Right. Because I have a deep voice. Right. You think I'm being an aggressor automatically. Right. So I have to
talk to him. Pop.
I have to. No funny shit. In my place of work, sometimes I have to put on what they call a white voice, right? Or I have to put on a voice that sounds more politically correct, so that way I'm able to convey a message without it being so targeted towards you, and it's not
to make people feel comfortable.
Right.
Which isn't your responsibility.
Exactly.
Right. I want to make that point clear. That's not your responsibility.
100%. But I think that we make those sacrifices because we have to pick our battles.
Say that one more time.
We have to make those sacrifices. We have to pick our battles.
Ooh, emphasis on sacrifices.
It's not all the time that we need to be like, no, fuck that. I gotta be comfortable. Nah, it's like, yo, hold on.
I'm about to knock this fool out. Yo, what's up, boy?
You gotta understand how to pick your battles, right? So battles I need to pick, I don't need to harp on. I don't pick. But yeah, man, just like. And it was crazy. We're going out with my lady. I like to dress a certain way. I like to look at make sure she's up to par as well. We matching the same, and we doing our thing. So when we go through certain venues and certain spots and certain restaurants and whatnot, people looking. First of all, we both tall. My girl's like damn near 6 feet tall. So and I'm damn near 6'3" or whatever. So we both walking.
6'4",
and 6'4", 6'5".
Ladies,
it's about to be that time. Now, but and they really think she a supermodel, so they think we walking in. I'm a rapper, some shit, and I'm a basketball player, and she a model.
Brother chain swinging back.
So when they see certain things that she may have her designer bag on, whatever this and the third, they don't know how she got it or whatever, but they want to. They see her face, and automatically, my girl got a baby face, but. They see her face and shit, and they're like, "Oh, she cute." This and the third, but then see her bag. Then their tone switches, right? Their tone switches like, "Oh, ma'am, can I help you take it? Can I take your jacket? Can I sit you over here?" And it's just those certain little accolades that I'm paying attention to. So yeah, man. I mean, that's how I feel about it. That's how I feel about it. Do you think that we need to better adapt ourselves as black men in the world to be able to coexist with everyone else?
loaded question. So I will say, right, for the short answer is no.
Okay.
But I feel like when it comes to issues and matters of safety, I feel like you said, you have to, right?
It's not an option.
Yeah, because like my mom always say, like, bro, you riding around in that car, right? You a big guy, right? You occupy a lot of space physically, right? You have a very deep voice, right? It's just certain things that make people uncomfortable, right? So it's like, yeah, I'm very cognizant of those things, right? But it's like when I'm dealing with matters literally of life and death, which are usually with the police officers who usually pull me over for nothing, which like is just like regular occurrence these days. There are certain things that I do, like you said, right? Like I make sure you see my hands, right?
Right.
I make sure my license and my registration and my insurance paperwork is all where you could, like, you know, like things like that, right? Because like I said, for me, that's a matter of life or death, right? What I won't do is sacrifice myself and my literal mental health when I'm in, for instance, and I always tell people this, like when I'm in class, when I'm in law school, right? I'm in class, I'm probably the only black person in the room, right? A lot of times in a lot of those spaces. Some classes is a good mix, right? But I make it a point to make myself feel comfortable in those spaces, right? For instance, on Saturday, I went to class with a do-rag and a hoodie on.
Yeah, I've seen that
And but I did that I could have took my do-rag off.
Of course,
I could have brushed my hair down, but I did that on purpose because during the week, right, you see me, I'm usually coming straight from work. So I might, you know, I'm usually more dressed up. I got a sweater, da-da-da. But I'm like, bro, it's Saturday morning at 8 o'clock in the morning. I just got up. Like, fam, I got on a hoodie, sweatpants, and a do-rag, right? And you should see the way people was looking at me when I walked in.
Difference. They're like, oh, who is that kid?
Yeah, like, what the hell is
and everyone's like, that's Prince.
Like, yeah, Prince got, right. What is that on his head? Yeah. What is that?
What is that
What
called?
Is that adverse head wrap? Is that some type of tribal marker?
African?
Yeah, is that
African?
Is this the new style? So in those instances, I'm very cognizant of not dimming myself to make other people feel comfortable. Because
do you pose it as you're trying to get, or you're trying to see a reaction, trying to see how the tides turn a little bit?
Nah, because I feel like, for one, I don't speak in class, right?
Okay.
So one thing that my professor who I did my honors thesis with in undergrad told me was like, because she was like, yo, like, you never speak in class, but every time you speak, everybody pays attention, right? So I'm very cognizant of that as well. For me, like I said, it's just literally a matter of comfort. Like, I want to be comfortable when I come to class on Saturday at 8 o'clock in the morning when it's pouring down rain and it's 17 degrees outside.
Yeah, I remember I was dressed down one day going to work, and I usually wear my suit with us on the third.
Right.
And then I'm leaving for the day. I'm getting in the elevator, and one of the people that work at my place of work is like, oh, I didn't know. I said something to her, and she said, oh, I didn't even know that was you. You have like regular clothes on. I'm like, oh, I don't like to be in a suit all the time. I have regular clothes as well. Mm-hmm. And she kind of like her jaw dropped. Mm-hmm. And I said, have a great day. I walked out the elevator. It's just so funny to see people like get like off their square and like they don't know what to say because they feel like they said the wrong thing. They know they said the wrong thing, right? But they don't know how to bring it back, right? So. Again, this is me being comfortable, and this is how I dress on a normal sweatpants, whatever. Stand third. I'm not always.
Fam, I gotta be dressed up 5 days a week, man.
Exactly,
I need a break, bro.
Exactly.
Like I'm not.
So it's funny. That is funny.
And it's like, I know. I remember always telling this story to my dad when I was a kid, and I used to always tell him like, yo, like. I remember one day I think I was going to a job interview or something. So I had on a suit or whatever. I was on a train. And like, you know, white lady sat next to me, right, really comfortable, whatever. And then I remember I was getting on the PATH train to go to Jersey after whatever. Something had happened. I was going to Jersey. Whatever. I think I ended up changing my clothes or something. Like I put on a hoodie and sweats because that's my comfortable attire. And I remember nobody would sit next to me on the PATH train.
He's gonna rob them. That's
but literally,
that's the crazy part.
I was probably like, I couldn't have been no more than 14, 15. So it was like you talking about adults. You talking about people who are maybe twice my age, right? But nobody would literally sit next to me on the train. And that was always something I used to tell my dad, like how people, it's just like the dichotomy of it, right? It's like when I'm walking in the city, right? Like for instance, on Friday, right? I went to the bank. I had to go to the bank near my job to take care of something, to do something, right? And again, I purposely wore what I wore to the bank because I knew that there was gonna be some type of friction, right? So I go to the bank. I have my Rugged Russ on. A Yankee fitted, a camouflage jacket, right? And what I didn't realize on my camouflage jacket, I have a pen, right? And the pen it's a black power fist, right? But it doesn't say black power. It just says power, but it's in the shape of a fist. Mm-hmm. So I don't care. I ain't taking it off. Like that's like it's there. But I remember walking into the bank, right? So I sat down. I wasn't going to the teller or the ATM. I was going to like have a conversation with the person who banker got. So you got to sign in. So I signed in. So I sit down. Mine's just like 8:30 in the morning. I'm going to work right after this. But that's how I was going to work that day. And I remember there was a white lady. She was a teller, right? So she looks at me, right? Now she you could tell she was the person who was supposed to come out and like greet me and like see what I was there for, right? And like she kind of hesitated. And yo, I swear to you, I kid you not, I thought she hit the little silent alarm under the thing.
Oh, they're gonna say send somebody else.
She did, but like I made eye contact with her, right? So and I literally made sure I had my whatever. I had my passbook right in my hand, so she knows that I'm here for a specific reason. I'm not here to like go to the teller. I'm not here to go to the ATM. I'm here to meet with my banker. Yo, I swear you, I thought she hit the damn silent alarm when that that little button under there. And like literally like I felt myself get like physically tense. Like, oh, now I'm gonna have to deal with this because it's like,
yeah, man.
She's looking at me like, why is this guy here at 8:30 in the morning? Like, he's
the only one here.
Yeah, like I'm here alone. And then like literally. So, like, I'm sitting there for, like, 5 minutes or whatever. And then, like, I guess, like, she goes to the back. And then, like, 2 minutes after she comes back, she sits down. And then, like, an older black gentleman comes out. And I'm just like,
what ethnicity was she?
She was white. She was a younger white woman, but maybe late 20s. And then, like, the gentleman, and again, this goes to show, right? So he's like, yeah, how can I help you, right? Like, real, like, kind of, like, shrugging me off. I'm like, I'm here to do X, Y, and Z. He's like, oh, all right, sure, come to the back. Come to the back, I sit down or whatever. Give him my information. He looks at it. Whole demeanor changes. He starts asking me questions. Hey, would you like some coffee? Right? Now, all of this is after he's seen what I gave him. But I'm like, yo, just 5 minutes ago, it was, yeah, all right, what you here for? Oh, all right, yeah, come to the back. So, yeah. So it starts with the coffee. Nah, I don't drink coffee. Oh, yeah, what do you do? You work around here? You go to school around here or something? And I'm just like, yo, but it's like, literally, like, it's almost like a class thing because it's like, had you not seen what I gave you,
right,
would you, like, how would our interaction have went after that, right? Would you have just, yeah, all right, yeah, whatever. Oh, yeah, all right, well, sit here. I'll be with you in 10 minutes. Like, so it's just like, I'm just, like I said, like, the stereotypes and the tropes, I think they span race in a lot of ways, right? Because like we always say, like skin folk and kinfolk, right? Because it's like, here I am, I'm young, right? I'm here taking care of my business, right? I'm here to do something or whatever and get in and get out. And you looking at me like, oh, you got this hoodlum, right? This young guy, right? But so he's talking to me or whatever. He's like, yeah, I'm like, I'm in law school. Oh, what kind of law you want to play? What are you getting into there? Huh?
Y'all gotta tune into the YouTube because y'all watching YouTube right
son,
now. That's how they moving like this.
Let's Johnny Cochran.
John Hopkins.
Who the hell is John Hopkins? A doctor, John Hopkins is the damn medical school, son.
Yo.
So it's just like, bro, and it's just like I said, to go back, I was just very uncomfortable in the beginning stages of me walking into the bank because I'm like, yo, this lady might call the police on me and had the police running up in here thinking I'm trying to do something, right? Because we had situations like that before. I had a situation like that when I was an undergrad. Somebody called the police on me, said I gave them a fake $20 bill, and I didn't even pay with cash. I paid with a credit card. So how could I have given you a fake $20 bill?
Right, yeah.
So it's just like, and it was like, yo, that PTSD started to kick in because I'm like, oh, shit. I'm like, do I call my mother? But I don't want to get my mother scared. Do I call my father? But I don't want my father to, like, my father's, like, very, like, left. So I'm like, I don't want to stir them up because I don't know what this situation is going to be. But it's like, yo, you really might be dealing with a situation. The police come running in here thinking I'm trying to rob the place or some shit. All type of shit go down. So it's just like, it's just yo, man, like, it's just layered.
But
like,
it's so funny because because you know what, we walked. Remember, we did the. If you guys following the podcast page, you guys seen the photo shoot we did, right? And we did it at one of our places in Brownsville where we live at, and was at one of the corner stores. And we walking in, and we know the person who owns the corner store, and she known us for years since we were like little kids. And when we walked, she wasn't there at first, but when we walked in, the guys was there, and it kind of like it was a new guy, kind of looked at us funny. And then when she walked out, she was like, "Oh my babies," hello Spanish accent, "my babies," and he kind of automatically was like, "All right, they good," because we had on regular clothing. You know what I'm saying? But the people who do know us and know what we're about, it don't matter what we have on. They know who we are. So when now they're interacting with us, everyone around them changes their perspective and their views. So again, this stereotyping is it's crazy, right? And it still exists for as long as I've known it, for as long as I've been alive, and it's still gonna exist, right? And I don't know if we can move a dial for it not to exist.
Right. It's important. Damn, it's just so this shit it's just so late, and I be just beginning like, yo, this shit just it's so many layers to break down in between the birth of it, and then it being a continued pattern in every facet, right? So I think it's okay to put a button on this for now. I think you guys obviously comments and ask us questions about how you guys feel and your thoughts and I guess your experiences with this as a whole. Yeah,
right?
Like what are some of your experiences with like dealing with like stereotypes as a black person, right?
Yeah.
Or like, like I know a common one like in restaurants is like black people don't tip.
Oh yeah, that's a big one. And anyone that knows me, especially like obviously my best friend P and Chris and my girl, right? They know I'm a very very generous tipper, right? Especially if you give me great service, right? And if you don't give me great service, I have something to say about it. That's just who I am. I'm not gonna bullshit and be like, you gave me good service and I give you a $40 tip. That's not how it's gonna work. But yeah, I think we put a button out for right now. I think that and I think share your experiences with us, and we can, I guess, better come up with a solution, right? Not
just open up the dialogue.
Open up the dialogue and try to figure out which way we can navigate to best. Right. Assist you with whatever is going on.
And I also would like to hear like women's perspective on this, right? And how like they see those stereotypes. A lot of women are sending in all the emails. Yeah, like those stereotypes.
Men send emails in too. Don't be afraid.
Yeah, because it's like I know like one is like the the angry black woman, right? That trope, that stereotype is like really big.
Yeah, man.
Like so it like kind of puts you in. It kind of put like I know that's my mom's thing. It's like she's like always very cognizant of like. You're not gonna just do anything or just give her any type of service. If she's paying for something or she demands that, right? And I remember being a kid and always just thinking like, oh, my mom is nagging, my mom.
That's me too.
But it's like now that I'm older, I realize that like, yo, she's standing for something, right? And that's what you have to do, even if it's uncomfortable. Right, it's like, nah, you're not just gonna treat me any type of way. Right. If I give you money in your hand, you're not just gonna put the money on the counter.
That shit gets me so upset.
Yeah, you don't like. It's just little, and again, these are little microaggressions, right, that lead to bigger things later on, right? So it's just like it's important to check those small things because, somebody got to come after you. So the person that comes in the store behind you that they just did they may not, have the wherewithal to speak up on it, right? But if you can stop that, if you can put a like you said, a proverbial button on that, I think that's our duty as black people and just coexisting in this world and trying to carve out our place in this society. So yeah, button it up like some pants, baby. Well, pants.
I'm weak. That's hilarious. All right, I think we're pretty much set on this one.
Yeah, we gonna keep having these conversations.
Keep having this conversation.
Little shot of Douce today. Not a whole thing.
We gonna get to the Black Excellence report.
Oh yeah, we didn't give y'all a full episode.
Have P set it off right quick.
So we know a lot of y'all walking around with them cracked iPhone screens, man. I see y'all on the train, screen all cracked.
All
you
the
got
time.
cutting your damn finger. You trying to you gotta tap the phone on the left side. So it's just like, bro, this just looks terrible.
The right side got operate.
Yeah, like, bro, I don't know, but this week we want to shed light on a Black-owned business right here in our backyard, Harlem. Salute to Dwight L. Peters, who's the owner of the first Black-owned phone repair shop in Harlem, New York, called OPN Phone Repair. OPN is located at...
You said opium?
OPN.
Oh.
So the letter is like O as in omnipresent, P as in peace, and N as in nation.
There's some opium on
yeah,
this shit.
nah, I ain't listen.
The feds is watching.
The DEA and the FBI, I don't got nothing to do with that. But yeah, so OPN is located at 8 West 126th Street, and it specializes in broken screen repair, weak batteries, and all your other Apple repair needs. So this is dope because Dwight actually used to work for Apple. He's an Apple technician. Yeah. So he decided to take his knowledge and his expertise.
That's smart.
In fixing phones. Yeah, come on, bro. Like what?
Get your knowledge from Apple because
Apple got the monopoly.
As I've heard, and I know people who work for Apple, they have very great their training is very like compressed and very tight.
That's nice.
Right? So you could like the fact that he took the knowledge and
that's what you got to do. He invested in himself. He invested in himself.
Yeah, it's real shit.
And yeah, so check them out on Instagram at OPN Phone Repair, and we'll tag them up as well. And check out their website, OPN www. I don't think I need to tell y'all that you on the World Wide Web already, but
so.
OPNPhoneRepair.com. So that's the place you could go to if you're in New York City. Get your phones fixed, get your Apple Watches fixed, get your MacBooks together. All of those.
Now, does he just do Apple products?
I think he specializes in Apple.
Okay.
I'm sure. I mean, because once you know Apple, you like it ain't really nothing to fix an Android screen. Because how many other phones is
Android?
Who? Don't text me. Don't text me if you got
that green bubble coming up.
DM me on Instagram and say you need to talk to me. You got an Android, unless you my mom. She the only person I'm responding to. But yeah. So salute to Dwight. Salute to all of the good people over there at OPN. I think it's especially dope for him to be carving out that space in Harlem because we know Harlem is undergoing like rapid gentrification. So it's like to have a Black-owned business. It's like, yo, like really those things they're scarce up there now.
But we also have to do everything in our power to help him stay in
business.
Yeah,
we got to support, right? Like
because if we don't, he can get bought out quickly.
Yeah, right. So
you know what I'm saying?
Again,
but he's also smart because he knows it's gonna get gentrified. White people need the iPhone fix as well.
Yeah, iPhones is universal. Everybody got an iPhone. So it's just like, yeah, that's very important. Group economics, right? And again, investing back into people who not only invest in themselves but invest in our communities. Because like that wasn't just by happenstance, right? Like Harlem is like I said, undergoing rapid gentrification. So we need to support all of the Black businesses that we can.
Especially those that make sense, right? I'm not saying.
Yeah, of course.
You know and I hope this goes without saying, but I'm gonna say it anyway. Like, yeah, there's a lot of Black businesses, right?
Right.
Some of them don't make sense. You know what I'm saying? But those that do make sense, that those are going for something positive, we are going to do our best to support, no matter what facet we try, right?
Yeah. So like I said, we'll tag them up again. Their Instagram is at OPN Phone Repair. Their website is also OPNPhoneRepair.com. So go to them, get all your Apple needs, get them screens fixed, man. Please, I'm tired of seeing them cracked screens. Y'all got all this money. How y'all take pictures with them cracked ass screens and them cracked cameras and them?
Maybe have all the money to worry about all the sneakers and shit. But
yeah, go get your screen fixed, man.
Priorities.
And, yeah, like come on, gonna cut your damn finger up.
Priorities. We gonna hit y'all with an email segment real quick.
Yes.
Hi, Bag Brothers. Happy New Year to you guys. I hope you two get a chance to respond to this soon. But here's my dilemma. I'm in a weird space. All my friends and people in my circle have already written out their goals for 2020. I unfortunately haven't been able to come up with any. I want them to be rewarding and beneficial to my growth in this new decade. Can you guys please give me tips so I can jumpstart this? Any feedback would be greatly appreciated. Thank you. All right. I don't know if you listened to the previous podcast. I assume you did. But me and P, we've written out our goals months before the new year came about. And I think for me, I won't speak for P. I think for me, it's just mapping out the things that I haven't accomplished, things I want to accomplish, and you could be as ambitious as you want to be, but make sure that they're realistic. Make sure that you're able to sacrifice to get them done, and make sure you be consistent. And things that you love, right? Don't just do things that is like, oh, it's whatever, it's whatever. Do things that you love, that you're about, and that you're gonna see yourself getting growth from. And I think with just those tips, those 4 little tips, I think you'll be fine. And also don't watch, and again, these people that you see in circle, but don't be so tied up on what this other person is doing, right? Focus on your own. You have your own lane to drive in. Keep it like that. Short, simple, sweet. That's me.
Yeah, just retweet everything he said. For me, so what I do is I write all my goals out for the year, and then I break my goals up into quarters. So it's 4 quarters in a year. So if you think about it, January 1st to March 31st, that's first quarter. Second quarter is April 1st to June 30th. That's second quarter. Third quarter is July 1st to September 30th. I think September got 30 days. And then fourth quarter is October 1st to December 31st. So I write all my goals out for the year first, and then I break those goals up into quarters. Also with me, one thing that I find beneficial and I learned this in undergrad. So if my goal, let's say my goal for the year is to make $100,000, I set my goal to make $1 million, and because that challenges me, because I know cool, right? If I make 100,000 in the first quarter, then I ain't gonna try to go get no more money. I'm gonna just chill. I'm I made my goal. I checked off that goal. I'm chilling. So it's like that saying, shoot for the moon and shoot for the stars, and shoot for the sun, wherever you still amongst the stars, whatever that shit is.
Oh, so that nigga talking about Lion King,
whatever. Put the baby in the air, spin him around 3 times, dragon fight. But yeah, no, on the real though, I always overset my goals, because then it's okay, cool, all right, I'm trying to get to the 1 million, but I know really I really only I needed 100 to do what I needed to do. But I'm still running, I'm still chasing. And I did that in undergrad too. My last semester, I only needed a credit or 2 to graduate. But I was like, damn, if I only get a credit or 2, I ain't gonna do nothing. I'm gonna be bored. So I literally overloaded my courses. I took 20 credits that semester, because it's oh shit, hold on. And that just it makes you have to work that much harder, because you trying to reach something. You trying to you letting your reach exceed your grasp. So it's oh, hold on, I'm trying to get 100,000, but I'm really going for the 1 million. And listen, you wanted 100, but you might end up at the end of the year with 500, 600. You good.
You shit, I made it this far?
Right. And it's now next year your goal is gonna be 2 million. And then you just going so it's so that's my spill. So combine all of those things that we both just said, and I think you'll be able to.
I think you'll be in good shape.
Yeah, to shape your shit out.
You'll be in good shape.
And I'll be you don't gotta share your personal goals necessarily, but tap in and let us know that. Yeah, tap in and let us know that you got the ball rolling at least, so we good.
We also gonna follow up too with the we do right back to the emails as well. We do respond back. We do have people we conversate with and have conversation with. We do appreciate you for sending the email as well.
And
it's not easy to share shit that's going on with your life with other people, especially if you don't know them directly.
Right.
So definitely shout out to people that send the email.
And we're gonna add an email button on the Bag Brothers podcast page. So the same way you can when we had the launch, you could get your tickets directly from the page. You're gonna have the email button, so you can just shoot us an email. You can shoot us a DM, whatever works, right? We want you to be comfortable to reach out to us. You DM us on our personal.
Yeah,
pages.
We're not celebrities.
Yeah, we share it. If you DM him, he gonna screenshot, send it to me. Yo, look at this. Oh, yo, somebody DM me. Check this out. There's no secrets.
We're not celebrities, man.
Yeah, so just keep tapping in. We appreciate, like he said, we appreciate you guys actually giving us your time and your energy and your support. It means the world, especially this year more than ever, because we got some things coming.
We do.
A lot of fun.
Hey, shout out www.bagbrodherspodcast.com.
Yeah, so we gonna I know the site kind of looks bare right now. I know so what we gonna start doing is we gonna start putting the YouTube videos.
The site is under construction right now.
Yeah, the YouTube video. So you'll be able to watch whatever the latest episode is of the podcast. The YouTube video will be on the website as well.
As you shopping,
click
a little link.
Well, it ain't really know because we done sold out of everything twice, but you never know. We might do a quick strike like Jordan Brand. Drop.
You gotta start
New release.
Y'all gotta start lining for release and get tickets. Watch.
Yeah, new release. 10 a.m. today. BlackBrothersPodcast.com. So just stay tuned then. Again, yo, last year was a hell of a year, right? To manifest this podcast, to see this podcast go from a thought in February, right?
Yeah.
From a pilot episode to actually releasing it in May.
Right.
And then to do a launch and to have merch and have people actually want this merch and people like tapping in like, yo, when can I get the hoodies?
Constantly DMing and like, yo, like, what if I'm not here? Can I get somebody get it? Can I use 2 credit cards?
So
like,
it
was wild. I loved it.
It was very fun. Disclaimer. I know we dropped some content on the Bag Builders page. The Midas Touch and the Deuce are not for sale.
Unfortunately,
that's not saying that they won't go on sale
eventually.
Yeah, but right now those are one
keepsakes.
Those are one of twos. If you guys like press us hard enough, if you on us, we may give y'all a little clip,
or may not.
Yeah, but I just want because people keep asking me like, oh, where can I get the green one? Where can I get the?
Right.
They're not for like. We made those one of twos, like
right.
Just to we appreciate you guys fucking with it, right? We're not mad at it, but yeah, those is for the Bag Brothers, baby.
Right. Hey, as always, #BBGC, #BB30 for 30.
Yeah,
coming up soon.
Don't stop.
Email bagbrothers.pod@gmail.com for any questions, answers, statements, whatever you want to tell us. Yeah. Email us. We read all the emails. We respond to all the emails the best that we can to our ability.
Right.
Instagram, the Bag Brothers Podcast. Make sure you guys are tapping in. Listen, we got 189 followers. We want to get to 200.
Yeah, get us to 200.
Get us to 200. That's 11. That's 11 more.
Yeah, get us.
Tell your
repost
friends,
this episode. Repost the old pics. Go listen. Go binge.
Tell your friends. Tell a friend. Tag us up, man.
Yeah, tag it up.
Tagging back.
Yeah.
You playing tag.
Yeah.
You ain't see that one coming, did you?
Freeze tag.
Relay 1, 2, 3. Follow my personal Instagram page, The Sultan of Thrones.
Yeah, follow me at XChampagneP.
Twitter game.
Follow us on Twitter at the Bag Brothers. We about the Twitter is slowly but surely becoming my favorite social media.
Twitter's hilarious.
Like I'll be on Twitter more than I'll be on the gram. Like the gram, I use the gram for something separate. But like when I'm on Twitter is wild. I love Twitter, man.
Crazy.
Follow my personal Twitter at ___ watch me work.
That's 3 underscores. Keep it locked.
3 is number of understanding. Yeah, get on that Twitter, man. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, Bag Brothers Podcast. Every time we drop a new episode, there's a new video. I don't care what it is. And again, we're going to have the videos on the website. If you go to the website, if you go to the bottom, we have the links to all you got to do is hit it. If you want to go to YouTube, if you want to go to the Instagram, if you want to go to the SoundCloud, all of those things are on the website. So we're trying to make the website your one-stop shop. So that's literally going to direct you everywhere you need to go. And
we on all platforms, yo. Listen,
yeah, we on all streaming platforms.
Everywhere you consume podcasts, the Bag Brothers is there. Trust and believe, man. And tap in.
Speaking of which, on the Apple Podcast app, please.
Yes, I was gonna say,
rate, comment, subscribe,
everything.
Those comments and those ratings, run those up. And right?
we appreciate it.
Yeah, like run it up, bro. If this is your favorite podcast, let us know.
Yeah,
write it in the comments. Subscribe. Let Apple know. Like we trying to get this thing rolling, man. We got a lot of shit that we want to do this year.
This is a give between us and y'all. We gotta give them a name too.
What did we?
The Baguettes.
The Baguettes.
Was it the Baguettes?
Yeah, the Baguettes. Nah, I don't know. What do as our supporters? What do y'all want to be called?
Send us some.
B got the Beyhive.
Yeah. Rihanna got some shit.
Rihanna got the Navy. What do the Bag Brothers podcast supporters? What do y'all can't be Bag Brothers because it's only 2, right? We got separated somehow.
What y'all want to give us some titles, man. Give us
what do y'all want to be called? What do y'all want? What we want to y'all family, so we want to give y'all a name.
Listen. Let's do this. Let's do this.
I already know what you about.
Let's do this. Listen, yo, give us some suggestions in the DM, right? Whoever we think is the best one, we'll repost you and we'll give you a Bag Brother hoodie.
Yeah, you get it. You might get one of those special colorways.
We'll give you a Bag Brother hoodie.
Or
we might fuck on and give you a 1-on-1.
Yeah. So send those suggestions in.
Yo.
That's a good one.
Whatever
y'all want to be called, let us know. We gonna give y'all the name. Y'all, if we like your name, if we choose your name, You get a Bag Brother hoodie on us.
Listen, y'all
and you may be able to come on like a ride along and we show you what's going on.
Y'all could DM any three of the Instagram pages.
Yeah.
Mainly DM the Bag Brothers podcast.
Yeah. Nah, DM and follow. Nah, we push everything there.
Yeah, you right.
Everything.
DM and follow it.
Yes.
Listen.
You gotta be following.
You have to DM it. You have to follow it
and be subscribed
to YouTube in order to win.
Exactly. That's how we doing it. We gonna set this out. We gonna set this thing out right, baby. Did we miss anything?
Nah, we good, baby.
Looking forward. Listen. We gonna close it out at the end of the month.
I bet.
Last episode of the month, which is
we gonna close it out. Yeah. All right.
So y'all got till January 31st because we gonna drop an episode. The next week is the February.
And those we gonna repost it on our.
So January 31st. Y'all got till January 31st to submit it, and then the first episode of February we gonna name it, and then we gonna let you know who won on the podcast, live on the podcast, baby. That's how we doing it, man. Bag Brothers taking this shit to the next level.
We should actually.
This something you should say on the podcast?
Damn.
Or this is something you should say after?
We're gonna say after. We're gonna say
so,
after, man. I'm trying to believe it.
Listen, man, as always, man, happiness is rich, health is wealth, kindness is currency, and a peace of mind
it's
is
the real bad. This is episode 20. You tuning with your boy Sully.
This is 27, fool.
27, yeah.
You said 20.
27.
You said you talking about that. You like,
hey. Episode 27, man. Keep it locked, man.
Peace to the universal family.
Love.
This nigga said episode 20. Boy, this guy's hyperbolic chamber shit.
I'm going crazy, niggas. Like, crazy.
I got a headache.
Laughing at this shit, nigga.
Yeah, like, goddamn. Where's Spencer at?
Goddamn.
Tell Spencer, never put me in this damn high.